Hi, my name is Bob Crosby with Bo's Fitness Camps here in beautiful sunny Naples, Florida at Fleischman Park. I'm going to show you today a nice warm-up that you can use for pickleball, but it works equally well for any court sport. One of the major movers of the body is the hip. So we want to get the hips warmed up so you're able to improve your mobility on the pickleball court. The best way to do that is to simply start with a hip pendulum. Allow the leg to swing forward and backward. Nice and relaxed at the hip. Keep your upper body quiet so that you can leverage this motion at the hip joint. You'll do about 8 to 10 repetitions with one leg and repeat that exercise on the other side. So this is forward and backward for the anterior and posterior hip. One other way I want you to do this hip pendulum is to do it medially and laterally. To do that, hold on to the fence or the net post and swing your leg across your body wide. And again, you'd want to do that for 8 to 10 repetitions to each side. And that'll warm up the inside and outside of your hip. So that's the hip pendulum. To get your hips ready to play pickleball is a hip circle. So again, you can balance yourself, take your knee, rotate it to the inside so it points to the fence, and then rotate it wide and make a big circle with your leg bent at about 90 degrees. The biggest circle you can make without moving your upper body too much. You want to free up your hip. Rotating your shoulders with it is just compensation for a tight hip. So your circle may look smaller. Of course, you'd want to do that to the other side. You want to use your outside legs. You've got room to swing your knee to the inside. So I'll do a few there, hip circles. All right. Make sure you keep your front heel down and try to touch the fence with your knee. And what that'll do is create mobility at the lower part of your calf and the Achilles tendon. So to start, simply make this motion fairly easy to execute by just tapping your knee gently to the fence, making sure you keep your front heel down. If that becomes too easy or you begin to feel the ankle loosen up just a bit, try to slide your foot another inch or two away from the fence and repeat the motion. That'll make that stretch progressive. And of course you want to do that for both ankles. So front heel down, create that good positive shin angle. This will help you to bend better from the ankle joint. Okay, so we've taken care of your hips with the hip pendulum and your ankle and your Achilles tendon with the ankle rocker. What about that joint in between those two, the knees? To get your knees warmed up for all the angular cuts, starts, and stops, you want to roll your knees out. To do that, put your knees together, gently place your hands on top of your knees and start making little circles in a clockwise or counterclockwise rotation. After you've done at least 8 to 10 repetitions, reverse your field and take your knees in circles the other way. You can start with small circles and make the circles larger and bend your knees a little deeper as you make those circles both clockwise and counterclockwise. Again, about 8 to 10 in each direction. Another exercise that's great to do before activity is to warm up your lower back, your glutes, and your hamstrings. A good way to get all that done at one time is to do our over easy stretch. For this exercise, you'll reach above your head and try to get your elbows behind your ears. From there, fold at the ankles, knees, and hips just a little bit. Come all the way over, touching your ankles, and stand again, drawing your elbows back to open up your spine and your thoracic spine especially. Bending over will get your lumbar spine warmed up as well as your glutes and your hamstrings. So the motion is elbows back behind your ears, reach for opposite ankles, and stand. Let your knees bend just a little bit so that you keep pressure out of your back. Make this a little more forgiving for that lumbar spine. Like all our other repetitions here, 8 to 10 should suffice. So this is our over easy stretch for hamstrings, glutes, and low back. Okay, taking care of the shoulders and more specifically the rotator cuff, is another important area that you want to warm up. To do that, there are two exercises you can do simply by using the weight of your arms. The first exercise is called the shoulder turn style. We simply turn your hands right and left fairly quickly to get blood and some heat into your rotator cuff. Elbows stay right at your hips. Turn your hands left and right. Arms stay nice and relaxed. There's your shoulder turn styles, 8 to 10 repetitions to each side. Now, we go up to our traffic cop exercise, one arm rotated down, one arm rotated up, and we simply switch those positions. Elbows about shoulder level. Get that forearm vertical and try to break that vertical plane of your body, just like that, to warm your rotator cuff up. Internal and external rotation, that should take care of all those backhands and forehands with your pickleball racket. If you put the heels of your hands together with your arms straight and pull your arms diagonally, side to side, you'll stretch the muscles in your chest, the front of your shoulders, and down the bicep. Knees slightly bent. And nice and relaxed. So the key is to move to warm up. Moving creates heat, heat creates pliability, and that'll get you ready to play pickleball. And I'm Bob Crosby from Naples, Florida with Bo's Fitness Boot Camps. You can find us at www.bosfitnesscamps.com.